Hello, and welcome to Quiz Coconut's Quickfire Quiz Pod with me, James Cutler. In 2014, I launched Quiz Coconut, and we've since hosted over 2,000 pub quiz nights. Each episode, I pick 10 of our best questions so you can improve your general knowledge, boost your brain power, and learn some useful and useless facts. Answers will be revealed at the end of the episode, and there's one rule: don't use Google.
Use your coconut!
Hey everybody, it's QuizPod time. Thanks for tuning in. We have another 10 questions for you, 15 points available. Here we go, number 1. True or false? Ancient Romans used to drink their wine with a piece of toast in their goblet. Question 2. Rabbi Yaakov Deo popularised which Jewish tradition of chaperone gatherings and introduced it into the wider dating world? Number 3 is American politics. No, we're not talking about him. In 2008, who was John McCain's running mate? Okay, question 4. The proper name of which symbol, which has had a bit of a resurgence in the era of social media, is an octothorpe? And I'll spell that for you: OCTOTHORPE. Question 5 is a 3-point question about international banknotes. The first part, I'd like you to tell me what colour is the €20 note. For the second part, I'd like you to tell me who appears on the American $100 bill. And the third part, which country has a new purple vertical $10 note? Okay, so to repeat, it's the colour of the €20 note, who is on the $100 bill, and which country has a vertical $10 bill. 3 different answers for a point each. Pause the pod if you need more time with any of this. Number 6, movies. Who is Biff Tannen's arch enemy in the well-known film trilogy? Number 7, to the nearest 1,000 years, how many years have cats been domesticated? Question 8. Did you know that the most densely populated country in the world and the least densely populated country in the world both start with the same 3 letters? Name the countries for a point each. Question 9 is about ABBA. ABBA had 9 UK number 1 singles. Surprisingly, only 3 number 1s in Sweden and only 1 in America, which was their only single to be number 1 in America. And finally, number 10 is about the Chinese zodiac. There are 12 different animals that make up the Chinese zodiac. Can you name any 3 of the animals that start with letters between A and M inclusive? Pause the pod if you need more time, or leave it playing for today's bad joke.
This is today's bad joke.
I don't believe in any of that zodiac star sign rubbish. But then I'm a Libra and I'm sceptical.
That was today's bad joke.
Okay, quizzes, here come the answers. 1 point for everything unless I tell you otherwise. The first one. That's true. The Romans put toasted breadcrumbs into their wine. It reduced the acidity of the often bitter wine, hence the term raise a toast. Number 2, the rabbi introduced speed dating to the wider world. It's a tradition going back many, many years, but in 1999 it was commercialised and made available to the wider world. Number 3, John McCain's running mate was Sarah Palin. Remember her? Number 4, an octothorpe is a hashtag. Hashtag QuizCoconut. Octo meaning 8 and thorpe presumably meaning a theme park on the outskirts of London. Number 5, your banknotes. The €20 note is blue for 1 point. On the $100 bill is Benjamin Franklin, hence the term Benjamins for another point. And Canada unveiled a purple vertical $10 note. Number 6, Biff Tannen is the arch enemy of Marty McFly in Back to the Future. Number 7, cats have been domesticated for around 4,000 years. It was the ancient Egyptians. Number 8, the two countries. Monaco is the most densely populated country in the world for 1 point, and Mongolia is the least densely populated country for the 2nd point. For any pedants out there, Greenland does have a lower population density, but it's an autonomous part of the Kingdom of Denmark and not its own country. Number 9, ABBA's only number 1 in the US. Well, I mean, if you had to guess any of them, you would have guessed Dancing Queen, which would have been correct. Number 10, there are 12 animals in the Chinese zodiac, but there are only 5 that have the letters starting A to M, so any 3 of these will do. Dog, dragon, goat, horse, and monkey. The other 7, if you're interested: rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, snake, rooster, and pig. If you're into it, I was born in the year of the water dog. I just looked it up. I don't know whether that's good or bad. If anyone knows, get in touch. So, folks, another quiz pod is done. Thank you for listening, and we will be back next week. Jules, play the outro. If you enjoyed today's quiz, why not book us for your next event? We host corporate events in the UK and Canada and virtual events all over the world. And don't forget to subscribe to the Quiz Pod so you never miss an episode. We'll see you next week. Quiz Coconut, nuts about trivia.